Hello, Drake Hawkins, Musically Optimistic here, and today I'm going to be ranking Denzel Curry's discography from worst to best. I did this with Kendrick Lamar not too long ago, and while I think that video was kind of shit because I hadn't had my style down yet, and I hadn't really had my framing and anything else down for the series yet, I'm going to be doing it for Denzel Curry, and yeah, that's what I'm doing. This is just going to be the core studio albums, no mixtapes, no EPs. However, I will be including the collaborative album between him and Kenny Beats. So let's just get right into this. At number 6, I have Nostalgic 64, Denzel Curry's debut album from 2013, and really the only Curry album that I don't like. And the many times that I've listened to this, I still don't really get much from it. Like, it's easily the least realized album, it's easily the weakest one, in my opinion. I kind of zone out when listening to it. You could tell Curry was not fully formed as a rapper, as a lyricist, as even a beat picker, or whatever the hell you want to call it. What the hell am I talking about? This album, just in my opinion, does not stand up to almost anything that Curry would go on to do later on in his career. There are certainly highlights here in the track list, but I don't really get a lot from this. At number 5, I have Denzel Curry's 2019 record, Zoo. This is pretty much just a transitional record for Curry, and while it does contain some of Curry's hardest bangers yet, like PAT and Birds, what this record really lacks is diversity in sound. Like, Automatic is one of the most generic songs that I think Denzel Curry has made, period. Shake 88 could have definitely benefited from, like, a female rapper on the hook instead of Curry doing it pitched up. But other than a couple lowlights here and there, this album is just a lot of summer bangers from Denzel Curry, which follows right after such a conceptual, fantastic record, Taboo, so it's not like anyone was expecting anything mind-blowing with this record in the first place. And then at number 4, Denzel Curry and Kenny Beats with Unlocked. This 2020 collaborative record EP thing is Denzel Curry trying his hand at like old school boom bap and putting his own little flavor on it, adding his own little gritty, energetic, freestyle off the top thing to it, and it's really enjoyable from front to back in my opinion. The bars are witty, the flows are captivating, the punchlines are there. My bitch bad like battle rappers that make albums is one of the hardest lines of 2020, period. I'm not really the biggest fan of Unlocked 1.5 because I feel like some of the remixes can be a little weak, but it's not like that impacts the enjoyment of this record at all. Yeah, this record is pretty much just Denzel Curry and Kenny Beats having fun, and it's pretty enjoyable for the 8 tracks that it runs for. And then at number 3, I have Denzel Curry's 2016 record, Imperial. This is his sophomore record, coming 3 years after the underwhelming Nostalgic 64. And I think that this is like Curry's most underrated record by a lot. Like, the hook game on this record is flawless. Like, damn near every hook on this album is going to get stuck in your fucking head. Whether it's ULT, Sick and Tired, Gook, This Life, Me Now, Story No Title, If Tomorrow's Not Here, Good Night. Like, pretty much every song on this 10-track record goes hard as shit from front to back, and the choruses are captivating, the flows are captivating, the beats are really energetic. Just the main thing that this album suffers from is a lack of diversity in sound, which is a problem that's unfortunately there for a decent amount of Curry records. Like, you're not gonna get a whole lot of thought-provoking lyrics or sadder songs from this one, except for like Me Now. Of course, there's also the original track list, which takes 2 of the tracks out of this one and has Narcotics, and I can't remember what the other one is called, but I love that track. But yeah, in my opinion, this album is a masterclass on how to write a hook, and it's enjoyable from front to back. And at number 2, what used to be my favorite Denzel Curry album until recently, we have Taboo. Denzel Curry's 2018 record, the album that I started listening to him through, and what many people consider to be his magnum opus even at this point. This album is stacked with bangers, thought-provoking lyrics, hard-ass instrumentals, and the conceptuality of it and flow of this record is just really, really encapsulating. With the album flowing in 3 different, mostly distinct acts, there's a whole lot of range on this project. Now, do I agree with some of the tracks being placed in some of the acts that they are? No, I don't think Sumo should be placed in the light act. It doesn't make any sense being there. But I really commend Denzel Curry for doing what he did on this project, and for the most part, I love every track here. The only track I'm really indifferent towards is Mad I Got It, and mainly just because I feel like that track is just a little bit too slow-winded, and I don't feel like it offers enough lyric or even instrumentally compared to everything else here. Like, I love the beat switch on that track, but for the most part, it's just a little dull. And then, yeah, we're on to Denzel Curry's #1 album, in my opinion, and that is His 2022 record, his most recent record as of recording this video, Melt My Eyes, See Your Future. Yeah, this is pretty much everything you would want in a Denzel Curry record. It has a wide array of sound and influences, his most personal songwriting, the most focused songwriting too. And what's great about this album too is that it does have range. Whether it was the multifaceted Walkin', the absolutely psychedelic Zatoichi, the pop rap hit of Troubles, the slapper of a posse cut Ain't No Way. And Denzel Curry even tries his hand at auto-crooning with X-Wing and it goes over fantastically. You have the more traditional boom bap cuts like Angels, The Ills, and Mental. And you also have the jazzy opener Melt Session 1. Pretty much every track on here is really well focused, the album flows together nicely, and it's like a really, in my opinion, the most well thought out, well put together album from Denzel Curry thus far. And that's pretty much all I have to say about Denzel Curry's really consistent discography. Let me know how you would rank his albums down below in the comments. Let me know if you disagree with any of my picks. And yeah, I'll see you next time with whatever I do next. Bye!